Woo! Hi everybody, it's me, Dennis Woodruff. Welcome to the Dennis Woodruff Show.
I live in Westwood.
You do?
I've been in my house for 23 years.
Wow. Is it all fixed up inside?
Yeah, well,
all neat?
it's fixed
the way
up
you want it?
It's fixed up for me. It's very musically friendly, you know.
Oh, you got like a recording
I don't
studio?
have a recording studio. I have my rehearsal room. I have a lot of guitars.
You have your own band, they come over and
My band comes over and rehearses, yeah.
the neighbors don't complain at all.
Not too much. Half of them are so old they're deaf they can't even hear it. So.
They all come over in walkers.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, let's pan that pan.
That's with the music.
You know, my grandfather was a real character. All my family was, and he used to have a saw. And when I come over as a kid,
play the saw?
He played the saw and the
awesome,
spoons. The spoons.
Spoons, man. The spoons and saw. That's all jug band stuff.
It is.
Oh, it's glad the saw.
Yeah.
Oh, the saw is great.
Yeah.
And then they play the spoons, and then they had a thing called the bones, which were ribs from like spare ribs, and they go, and they play bones. They sound like castanets.
Who was one of your influences in music? That
I
you
would say my biggest influence was Elvis.
Elvis, yeah.
And then you know, and obviously the Beatles, the whole English invasion, and then.
You probably know them personally. You probably.
I've met 3 of the Beatles.
Okay, there.
I didn't meet John, unfortunately, but I've met everyone.
Ringo lives close by. You know.
Yeah, Ringo's awesome, man.
Is he?
But
I've never been to his house or anything.
I've never been to his house. I've met him quite a few times. But I would say, you know, the Beatles, the Stones, the Kinks, the Who, the Buffalo Springfield, the Byrds, the Youngbloods. Those are groups I like, you know. Tim Buckley, Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, all the good stuff, you know.
You know, maybe you should hang out with Tom Petty down in Malibu because he knows everyone.
No, Tom's great.
Do you know him?
I've never met him. I respect him, though. Tom Petty's fabulous. I mean, he's a real...
He's a bit standoffish. At least he ran away from me when I tried to give him a movie.
Yeah.
You know, the famous people like you, I just try to give it to them and hope they'll
Yeah,
watch
but see,
it.
the thing is, you're not...
The poor people, I sell it to them. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, that's the way I make a living at it. But you don't hurt anybody. You're just doing your thing.
No, you know, believe it or not, I sold
not
over
invasive.
100,000 copies of my movies in town, around town
Are you
in 8
serious?
years. 100,000.
And how much?
I stopped counting. Between $5 and $10.
Shit.
And if they only had
You got
$3,
more money than me
I'd
now,
take
dude.
it. You know, one good thing about having money, is it makes you sleep better at night.
It does.
You
That's
know
all
what I
it
mean?
is. Doesn't make you a better person.
And you can be more generous, and you can be more free as an artist. You don't have to be a slave to anyone.
That's all it ever meant to me is
It's
freedom.
called being independent.
It always meant freedom to me. It never meant anything more than that to me. Just freedom and...
You know, I always said if I could just have 1 million, I'll be happy. I don't need 100
Now, let me ask you
million.
something.
You ask me
Let me
whatever
ask
you want.
something. People go, oh, I couldn't live on $1 million. I said, you give me $1 million right now, tax-free,
Right.
I'll make it work.
You better
Could
believe
you?
it. Absolutely. It can
Do I
last
need
me
any more
at least,
watches?
At least 10 more
This
years.
is a $20,000 watch, okay?
Right,
But
right.
this was a gift from me for staying alive.
Okay.
I didn't buy it. He said, I buy it. Buy it.
And you didn't hawk it either.
My brother bought this for me because he directed
He's a good
Staying
guy.
Alive.
Yeah.
And he bought this for me in 1983, and he inscribed it
You
inside.
did. Can we see that?
Yeah.
Let's see that.
To the Music of Your Heart. July 30th, 1983.
Wow.
And this is worth more to me than anything.
And he had to force me to get it.
Yeah, you know,
said,
I can
don't
tell.
want it.
I don't know him, but I bet
it
he's
was
got a heart of gold. Like
But dude,
you.
it was $8,500 back then.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money in 1983. And I said, nah, I can't. I just couldn't even fathom it. I've had this watch for 26 years, and I wouldn't sell it for anything in the world. Because it means, not that I could ever afford to buy this watch in those days, but it means a lot to me, and I never take it off. I'm one of these guys, I take a shower, I take the pool, have sex, this watch is on, baby. That's why I'd never complain.
when you were a kid growing up, did you and your bro fight a lot, or like
Constantly.
normal kids?
Constantly.
Duke it out.
Constantly.
Always ripping each other apart.
Constantly.
Who was a better fighter than?
Well, I mean,
really, be
but
honest.
remember, he was bigger than me. He was 4 years older, so
I don't know.
stronger.
You to me look bigger than him.
Well, now, but when I was coming up, he was bigger than me. He's a pretty tough
he used
character.
to kick your ass.
Oh yeah, but
Hey.
we've had our fights. We've had our backs. But the thing is, I don't even like to go there because we're brothers. But
No,
brothers
no,
should
I-
never like fight each other. It's terrible. But I was with him last night. But we have a lot of fun together. Listen, he's like me. He's sarcastic. He's bossy. But you know what? We love each. We're brothers. I mean, you know, the thing at the end of the day,
Blood.
We're
baby.
still blood.
Blood.
You know what
I mean?
I mean,
You
some
can have your
people-
disagreements, but
Yeah,
you
but
know,
at the end of the day, if something went down, I'm there. You know?
well, you're both individuals. I'm sure you think differently about things.
Yeah, but we're very
Will
much
you
alike.
tell him
in a
I
lot of
said
ways.
hi? I mean,
I will.
You know, I mean, just say, hey, you know that crazy guy with the car?
I will.
I'm on his show, and Dennis said hi, and
Yeah.
he gave
But
me
you
some
know, I got to tell you
encouragement.
something. For Dennis, for as famous as he is, I would say he's
I heard
one of the
got
more.
like about $100 million.
More than. But he's extremely accessible. He's not really. He's very much a sign-on. He's not like that snotty new LA type thing.
Right.
You know, people come, oh, Rocky, we love you. And he'll always sign on. He's really, considering for his famous, he's very approachable.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure
Yeah.
he's the most wonderful guy in the
He's
world,
a good
besides
brother,
you.
he's a good guy. Well,
Besides me.
yeah. I don't know if he's as good as me, but we're pretty good. This is Frank Stallone signing off the Dennis Woodruff Show. We've had a wonderful Sunday afternoon here up at
Yes.
Fabrocini's in Beverly Glen. And I'm ready to sign my check, go home, and watch 60 Minutes. And watch the Phillies kick the Dodgers' ass.
And by the way, what are people can look forward to seeing
Well,
in the
on
future?
October 18th on Country Music Television, I have a new new reality show called Hulk Hogan's Celebrity Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
And just go to MySpace, Frank Stallone Music, to see where I'll be playing in town. Playing the Whiskey A Go-Go the 21st of this month, and playing the Cabana Club November 14th.
You never know. Willie Nelson might stop by and
There
hang
you
out
go.
with you. There you go. Okay, I know you got to go, and
All right,
thank
Big
you
D.
so much, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
We shake.
Thank you.